your virtual disks, your virtual hard disks, right? Like we spoke about in Hyper-V, right? To download at the Ubuntu Cloud Images webpage. This right here, not a lot of people know about this, but this cloudimages.ubuntu.com is a site that is vendor based. So vendor based meaning that all the software that you want should be located in here. Okay, straightforward. So if you do need to just build an EC2 instance, for example, right, to train or to learn or to, if you need help, right, we can build it doing it this way. Again, Microsoft Azure also has the sound boxes and other guides. I want you guys to take a look at that. If you guys are cloud enthusiasts at your companies, I also want you to get started with GCP. So this is an important link that you should learn and you should take with you. There's not a lot of people out there that can teach you this, right? You need to learn on your own and you need to build the relationship and trust within each other in order to get stuff done, right? I'm here to train you guys, right? To get you guys going, to give you guys the academic skills to get you out in the market, right? If you want to listen to this and you guys want to take notes, please feel free and try it out. Again, it's all here for you, right? It's great tips. I accept coffees if you want, LOL, but this is all free. I do provide courses on this, guys. So talk to me. And, I do provide one-on-ones. If your job needs, if somebody, your whole team needs it as a manager, your whole team needs that help, right? They need that help, please feel free to email me or send me a message. Okay. So I'm going to copy this site for you guys. All right. And I'm going to put it in my notes and you guys should be doing the same thing. Right. And, again, right, when we're going into Ubuntu, right, on Azure, right, Azure is just an optimized kernel that provides faster boot speed. It's a lighter machine, right? It's not as good as a Windows machine or a Linux machine. I sorry, or a device, but Intune is very, very GUI based and Intune based again, right? We can install Office 365 directly on Ubuntu, so you have to understand that you might have to segregate the administration of that, right? And again, Ubuntu is not, it's just published by Canon. So Canonical is just an open source Linux, and I'll send you guys that information so that you guys can read up on that. Okay. So Canonical is your vendor, all right, and Microsoft is the host. Here's another link, and this is called Canonical or Canon. Canon. Cool. All right. Please feel free to message me, guys. I'm just a click away. Definitely give you guys a hand on that if you guys need some help. Um, when we look at when we look at downloading the specific Conical downloads, yeah, you can download your server, your core, and your cloud, right? So these are, again, they're 5 years of maintenance and security, which is built on those updates, and this is free from licensing fees. So regardless of how many images you run, right, you can build that platform based on whatever you want. Just get started. Again, if you're in the Oracle Cloud business, so Oracle Cloud, like your Oracle infrastructures, there's a lot of companies that I've seen, the HR departments, they're using Oracle. So if you want to use that for your accounting software, for your systems analysts, right, that use Oracle products, we can build those machines for you. I can definitely show you guys how to do that. Pretty straightforward. You want to learn about the server for the administrators, we can click on the server documentation. And in this case, we can, follow the tutorials and how-to guides, right? So building your own machine, as I showed you, right? So if we were to build an old machine, right, we would create a virtual machine based on the prerequisites, right? So if I'm going into whatever application you want and I'm clicking next, right? I'm not going to install the operating system, right? In this case, we're going to choose Linux, right? And our version of Ubuntu. So if we're using Ubuntu 64, we just click on Ubuntu 64 and click next, right? And we're going to create our machine as a test machine together. So this is going to be our test Ubuntu machine, right? You'll see a lot of kiosk devices like parking meters and stuff and whatnot build these machines. And within those, they're either Pi or they're Ubuntu based. In this instance, again, I'm going to save this in our my trusty Y server. And why do I have it? because it has my documentation and my prototypes, right? So if I'm clicking on it, right, I'm just going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this Ubuntu. Right, so this is my Ubuntu's, and my Ubuntu's are going to have, we're going to call this test, or I'm going to call this your first name, Ubuntu SRV, and then today's date, right? So today's date is the 11th of October, 2024. So if I were to create these machines, right,
top of the
I'm going to go
stair.
ahead and follow